Thank you very much, Eric. Yes, Dr. Rain.
As a doctor, no, I'm really worried about the mental condition of this president. Kasi just recently, no, well, actually, even when, as soon as he started, one after the other, the kind of decision-making skills that he has, no, is it really is compatible with what we've heard, no, and he hasn't responded to the point where tayo ay masasatisfied tayo about his substance abuse disorder. Naririnig natin yan, and yet he hasn't responded to that. Just recently, was it the regional director, Eric of Region 11? In 12 hours, 4 yung palit. Of Davao City, no? Davao City. No, so, in 12 hours, something like 4 ang pinalitan. So, and what worries me kasi is like that, no? Yung isa 3 hours, no? It's just ridiculous. It's like a noontime show, no? And it really gives you a glimpse of the caliber of thinking that's going on with someone who is our president, no? And this is what a chronic substance abuse disorder does. It impairs your judgment, your decision making, your perspective of things. It makes you paranoid. It makes you depressed. So these are things that enter my mind as a doctor, because what's going on in our country right now is really abysmal. It's like a nightmare. It's like what's going on with this president? No, nakita natin what we're seeing now with Pastor Quiboloy and the kingdom. Horrible as it is, it's just being replicated all over the country and in all branches of our government. Nung panahon ni President Marcos Sr., he corrupted the AFP. And I'm not saying this because as anti-Marcos or I went to UP. No. Totoo yun. Tinuturo yan sa mga eskwela sa AFP at sa PNP. He corrupted our men and women in uniform so that yung tiwala sa men and women in uniform napakababa dahil kay Ferdinand Marcos Sr. And dahil sa soul-searching na ginawa ng mga institusyon na ito, bumalik ang tiwala ng tao sa kanila so that yung AFP, for how many years sila yung #1 na most trusted, and under President Duterte ang PNP enjoyed the most trust ratings, no, highest trust ratings nila that they ever experienced. And now that this is happening, that the men and women in uniform whom we trust still, no, but it's hanging by a thread because their commander-in-chief is abusive and arrogant and incompetent and doesn't have any respect for them, doesn't have any appreciation of the job that they do, and uses them as his private army, those institutions are already being eroded after that long and arduous work of soul searching that they did, no? Of professionalizing their profession, no? Okay, so that's my concern.
Po ninyo nag-utos ang paglusob na illegal sa mga religious and worship compound ng Kingdom of Jesus Christ at paggamit sa mga kawawang pulis sa maruming laro ng politika. Ipaliwanag po ninyo ni Secretary Abalos at Mr. Marcos, ito po ang imbestigahan mo. Bigas na ultimong kulang pa na allowance na inallocate ng Kongreso ay hindi mo mapatino-tino at maayos-ayos. 11.4 million ang ninanakaw sa mga pulis. Ito ay galing mismo sa pulis, Mr. Marcos. Tapos itataya nyo ang karir at professional na kalagayan ng mga pulis at babalahurahin nyo ang organisasyon ng pulis para sa maruming laro nyo sa politika. Ito po ang tanong sa inyo ngayon ng taong bayan. Ginagawa ba ito ng Kingdom of Jesus Christ sa inyo na perwisyuhin ang kaban ng bayan ni Pastor Quiboloy? At bakit walang atensyon o ano pa mang komentaryo mula sa iyo? Kagaya rin ng paghahanap sa napuntang 500 billion na investment scam na tinatawag mong Marlica Fund. Mr. Marcos, ang dami mong sagutin sa taong bayan before mo sabihin na sundin mo na niyang batas kay Pastor Quiboloy. Ikaw ang may malalim at malubhang pananagutan sa paglabag sa batas at kawawang kapulisan na ginagamit sila sa iyong maruming laro ng politika. 11.4 million pesos. So sambulat ngayon sa buong daigdig Mga kababayan, wag nating itong tantanan. Kagaya ng paghahanap natin ng 500 million na investment scam nila na pundo ng kabanang bayan. Billion, yes. Samantalang si Pastor at Kingdom of Jesus Christ ang nilulunsaran mo ng giyera, maglunsad ka ng giyera sa korupsyon at gutom, kawalan ng trabaho at kahirapan ng buhay ng mamamayang Pilipino bago ka magtapang-tapangan sa hindi mo dapat kalaban na tumutulong sa pagbubuo ng lipunan at pagtatanggol sa mamamayan at pagtutuwid ng ating bayan kagaya ng ginagawa nila Pastor Kibuloy at ng Kingdom of Jesus.
Yun ang yung problema ni Mr. Marcos eh. Wala siyang layer. Inako na niya lahat eh. Isipin mo, saan ka nakakita? Ikaw ang presidente, ikaw ang magpapaliwanag para sa cabinet secretary mo. O di pagka sumapit ka, sapit na lahat. Kasi wala ka ng paghuhugasan eh. Itinapon mo yung batya eh. Oh. Kaya pareho nun. Hindi naman ito kahapon lang eh. Ginawa na yan sa Batangas. Ay siya. Ay akalain mo isinakay sa van yung mahigit 2 tonelada ang kapasidad ng van ay 1 milyon lang ay 1 tonelada lang. Pagkatapos yung pobreng team leader pinagsasalita hindi alam kung ano sasabihin ng ulaga. Tapos sabi ni Marcos hindi iniimbestigahan pa namin eh. Alam mo na nahihiyang-hiya ako. Isipin mo, ilang milyon, ito galing sa si Doktora eh, galing sa PCC, PCOO, ilang daang milyon ang budget ng PCOO, ilang television, merong PTV, may IBC, may ang dami, meron pang Bureau Broadcast. Alaman lang hindi man lang maka-assign, Inday, alika, ikaw ang spokesman muna. Siya na inako niya maging presidente, spokesman, lahat. Sus Maria Josep. Ha? Sabi nga ng mga Romano Katoliko, Santissima Trinidad.
Pwede ba palaydaghana, no?
Yes, go.
Gusto ko lang mag-respond dun kay Benher Abalos, yung sinabi niya yung children na human shield as if he cared so much about those children. So, Secretary Abalos, meron ka bang order pag may mga bata? Kasi nga, you care so much about those children, right? You made that statement, you have a question like that. But did you have any orders to them that if there are children that you would not do what you did, what those policemen did? Hindi, di ba? Armed to their teeth. At pinagtutulak yung mga bata. So orders mo yan. This is on you and on your president. Okay?
Dinakip pa. Dinakip, pinusasan pa, dinala dun sa presinto. Naku.
Makinig siya kay Kiko. Juvenal law. Mahilig sa bata si Secretary.
Ingat, sir.
Magbibigay akong reward.
Would you like to add, Ina?
Just to add po, no, ang nangyayari po kasi, itong si Abalos, ginagawa niya pong tagapagligtas yung sarili niya sa mga imaginary victims niya. Para itong mga komunista eh. Yung gagawa sila ng mga problema nilang senaryo, hindi naman talaga nag-exist. Kung baga ginagawa nilang bida yung sarili nila, human shield. Mga bata, nakita niyo naman po sa video anong ginawa po ninyo. Ito yung nabubulag-bulagan po kayo, huling-huli na nga kayo. Lalo niya lang po binabaon yung mga sarili niyo dyan sa mga hukay. My God, Abalos. Baka, Doc Loring, kailangan din siguro magpa-check nito ni Secretary Abalos. Tulad ng panawagan natin na magpa-drug test itong si Bongbong Marcos.
Yes, Cardo.
Yes, may dagdag lang po. Kasi di ba sabi ni Abalos na pinag-aralan talaga nilang mabuti. So, alam niya na may paaralan dito. Alam din niya na simbahan ito. Pamilya-pamilya may mga bata po ito. So, no wonder po na hindi sila sumusunod sa batas, itong Secretary Abalos, kasi yung ulo nila, si Bongbong Marcos, hindi sumusunod sa batas. At saka, paminsan-minsan, suminghot din kayo ng sariwang hangin. kasi hindi po nila alam yung sinasabi po nila eh. Hindi talaga nila alam ang pinagsasabi po nila. And to justify, puro mali-mali, patong-patong na po yung mali. Hindi po kayo nakahalata sa panagsasabi nyo. And for the welfare of the children, si pastor po ang number 1 po na may malaking pag-ibig sa mga bata. May record po ba na napakain nyo ilang milyong kabataan? And I'm calling also itong si Hontiveros. Ito, crusader din to eh. Tagapagtanggol dito. Hero daw to ng mga welfare ng kababayan kabataan. Nung nakita niyo po yung raid, Madam Hontiveros, dati-dati kahit isa lang may inabuso dyan, to the rescue po kayo. Ito po, napakaraming kabataan, kababaihan, matanda at bata. Ni isang comment, wala po kaming narinig sa inyo. Ito ba'y patas? Sabi mo, wala kang kinikiling, wala kang pinipili. Basta ang karapatan ng kababaihan at kabataan, nandyan ka. Tingnan po natin, hanggang ngayon, wala po kaming narinig sa iyo. Ito po yung totoong inabuso. Hindi po inabuso. Yung nagbabayad po kayo ng mga false witness dyan, na sabi na inabuso. Hindi po. Ito po yung totoong inabuso. May namatay po na IPs. Na trauma po ang mga kabataan, ang mga matanda, ang mga kababaihan po. Na abuso po. Saan po ang tinig ninyo, Hontiveros?
Thank you very much.
Ma'am,
Yes,
i-emphasize lang natin yung human shields, bakit medyo lack of research talaga. Kasi in times of war, a combatant can only kill a fellow combatant. Ayan. There must be a legitimate military objective and military targets. So if you are armed, then you are a legitimate military objective. If you use civilians, youth, and children, then they are the human shields. Ang ibig ba nila sabihin, nung pumunta sila dito sa JMC, lahat kayo, sir, mga kombatant? Yung mga estudyante, kombatant yun? Yung mga members dito na mga matatanda, kombatant sila? Doon sa Glory Mountain, yung mga member na mga matatanda na sinamahan ng mga bata, combatants ba po sila? Kalaban ba po sila? Such that they would use their children as the human shield. They were implementing a warrant of arrest. So therefore, if they were implementing a warrant of arrest, they were implementing the mandate of the law supposedly, and Rule 113 Section 11 should have been followed. Sir, next time, bago po kayo siguro, press con, research siguro muna konti. Thank you po.
Thank you very much, Attorney Torion. Sir, meron po kami natanggap na information na may balak lumusob dito sa mga religious compounds ulit ng Kingdom of Jesus Christ. Pero, NPA po ang lulusob at mga retired generals. What's your take on this, Attorney, sa ating legal counsel po, on that possibility na hindi naman police ang retired police at mga miyembro ng NPA ang lulusob naman sa mga compounds, religious compounds. Okay. Is this because of the bounty?
Pwede. Kaya nga illegal yung kasi hindi nga nag-comply under Napolcom Memorandum Circulars. Pero i-remind natin sila, no? The arrest of a person pursuant to a warrant is a sovereign function that cannot be delegated, no? However noble may be your intention is, wala na po tayo sa panahon ni Clint Eastwood, yung sa Texas noon, pag may bounty, may mga dala-dala na mga bounty hunters. Hindi po yan po pwede po dito because we are governed by law. And the arrest, as a general rule, can only be implemented by the police authorities. Yung citizen's arrest nga, supposedly, as a general rule, applies only in inflagrante delicto cases. Pag may warrant na, I doubt if that can be applied. Because that is supposedly to be implemented by persons of authorities, no? So, who are authorized by law to implement it. I don't know. I may be mistaken, pero imagine, kung merong warrant of arrest yung kapatid mo, NPA na mag-implement ngayon, naku naman, saan nila i-turn over yung tao? Doon sa judge? Kasi you are supposed to make a return of the warrant of arrest, no? And that has to be done, that has to be returned to the court which issued the warrant po.
Yes,
if I may just add, yun na ang puntos na ginawa ko, the point that I raised dun sa isang interview ko, by putting up such an unwarranted and unprecedentedly high bounty or reward, you make the subject of the warrant fair game for everyone who wants to earn 10 million. In other words, you put a target on his back. You endanger his life. Yun ang sinasabi ko. Diba ayaw na ayaw nila. Involve si Lorraine dyan. Ayaw nila ng red tagging, diba? Kasi daw, na-endanger yung life ng nire-red tag mo. Baka saktan, etc. Bago ito, bibigyan mo 10 milyon na bounty na wala namang justification under the law. Na bawal pa nga under the law. Na disproportionate dun sa crimes for which he's charged. By the way, I must remind everyone, may mga nag-interview yung pilosopo, but he's charged with such and such a crime. Lagi ko sinasabi sa nila, sinabi na ng Supreme Court, accusation is not synonymous with guilt. At every stage, a person is presumed innocent. Ngayon, ilalagay mo in danger, nasaan na ang rule of law? You're putting people in danger. Yun ang problema dyan. Private person pa. So, right now, any person who has a grudge against any person accused of any crime can just donate 20, 30 million. Sige, arrestuhin nyo yan. Unahin nyo yan. And then, he's even protected by a lack of disclosure on the part of a government official whose duty it is to disclose such information because they refer to matters of public concern. And the discharge of the duty, sinasabi nga ni Attorney Bobet na sovereign duty, is definitely a matter of public concern. Hindi mo pwedeng itago yan. Hindi mo pwedeng itago yan. There is transparency with respect to those situations as mandated by the Constitution itself.